Good evening and welcome to the third of our Mackay Festival sessions. We're coming to you live from the stage of the Mackay Entertainment and Convention Centre, and this is about celebrating Mackay's talent throughout the month of August, simply because we haven't been able to do it through what we normally do in the Mackay Festival of Arts. My name is Greg Williamson and I have the great honour of being the Mayor of the Mackay Regional Council. And my co-host tonight, Celine Javert. Celine, welcome.
Hello, thank you for having us.
3 weeks in.
3 weeks in. Last week, we had some amazing singer-songwriters perform for us. There was a lot of country that we focused on last week. As always, we have different variety each episode that we have. So today, not only are we going to have a bit of classical, which I haven't heard in a while, so that's exciting, but also a little bit of didgeridoo. So yeah.
So it should be a great night again tonight. You know, we've been averaging about 5,000 views of the Mackay Festival sessions, and that's absolutely tremendous. I'd like to welcome also, not just the viewers online, but we've got about 100 odd people in the Mackay Entertainment Centre right now. That's about all we can have, so thank you very much.
Amazing.
And this sounds like it's going to be a great audience tonight,
Absolutely.
So look, we can only do this with 100 people in the theatre because of COVID, of course, and that's why we're celebrating the month of August with Mackay's talent. So when we come together as a community, it's always very important to recognise the fact that the land that we're privileged to call our home, and this wonderful land in our district, has seen a human occupation dating back over 40,000 years. And so we celebrate the traditional custodians of our wonderful home, that's the Yui people, and we honour their elders past and present, and we pay our respects to them always as a community. So, Celine, what we've been doing every week is not just celebrating local talent on stage, but we've got an in-house artist.
We surely do. I'm about to go pop in back with her, and you'll see me
today,
very shortly.
thank you, Celine. Celine's going to go backstage and she'll introduce us to Leanne Meaney. And Leanne's a local lady. She's born and bred in Mackay. You might know her because she's a great equine artist, so she paints horses. And look, she's going to step outside her comfort zone tonight for us. So what she'll do in the next couple of hours is do a painting from scratch, and then that painting will be available in Caneland. We've had a couple of artists already through the first couple of festival sessions, and Leanne's tonight's artist. From a blank canvas, she's going to do a celebration of our local flora and fauna. And so Celine is going to talk to Leanne right now, and maybe she'll expose what she's going to do for us tonight.
Awesome. Hello again. So here I am with this week's live mural artist, Leanne Meaney.
Hey,
how are you doing today?
I'm pretty good. Pretty
yeah?
finished up.
Are you a little bit nervous, or are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Ready to go.
Yeah.
That's good. Good attitude to have. So not only do I hear that you can create on a canvas, but you also hand make your own jewellery?
Oh, I do everything.
You do everything?
Yeah, I just am constantly making things. I love using recycled leftover bits and pieces to turn them into something new.
And do you use those recycled pieces for your jewellery?
Yes, I do.
Wow. Have you handmade the earrings you're wearing tonight?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes,
nice turquoise in there.
That was off a shoe.
Off a
was
shoe.
An old shoe.
That's creative.
Yeah.
So what will you be doing tonight, and what mediums are you going to be using?
I'll be working in charcoal and ink, which are my favourite mediums. I'm going to do a little bit of a surprise. So everybody was expecting me to do a horse because I am actually an equine artist.
Yes.
But I love painting animals and I love this area, so I'm going to bring a little bit of the rainforest.
That'll be beautiful.
Down to the ocean, but in the form of two really iconic creatures from our area.
Okay, all right. I'm not going to ask too many questions. I want to be surprised. So best of luck. I'm sure you're going to do an amazing job.
Oh,
and
I hope so. Thank you.
only in 2 hours' time. I have complete faith in you.
Thank you.
No worries.
All right.
So we're going to head back to Greg now to conduct our very first interview.
Well, obviously, we can't put this on without local support, and some of the local supporters who are also missing out because we can't have a Festival of Arts this year because of COVID, are joining us on the couch over the month of August just to talk a little bit about their organisations. I'd like to welcome tonight James Wardley. James is you're a past president of Mackay Rotary. Welcome, James.
Yeah, thanks, Greg. Good to be here.
And Damo Watts, now you're the club president or the club captain of IMEO?
Yeah, club captain at IMEO Surf Club. Yep.
Well, gentlemen, welcome. Mate, James, we might start with you about the Rotary Club of Mackay, the oldest Rotary Club in the district. Been going for a very long time, coming up for 100 years shortly, isn't it? About 95 years now. And you make some money out of the Arts Festival every year by selling alcohol.
We do. We do the wine bar, so it's one of our good generating of income for our club. So it's, sadly missed this year.
And you're also going to get involved with Charity Golf Day we were going to have a Mayor's Charity Golf Day, but that got canned as well.
We did. We had to reschedule for next year, so we're actually looking forward to that. So I'll be out there trying to get some good sponsors to be able to come on board in May for the Mayor's inaugural Charity Golf Day. I'm looking forward to Greg, you hitting some golf balls.
I'll have to do some practice before then. Mate, just tell us what you're doing now to raise money and how difficult it is.
We generally have a meat tray at Mount Pleasant every Saturday, but due to COVID, we're unable to do that. So we're really struggling to be able to try to find money-orientated events that we can actually do. So really the Mayor's Charity Golf Day is our #1 income earner that we're going to have for the next 12 months. So what we are trying to do is a few more community projects, so a lot of hands-on, and we've always been crying out for more people that can get involved in our Rotary Club to be able to give back to our community.
Are you struggling for numbers, mate, these days?
We are. From where we were, it might have been about 10, 15 years ago, we would have had 60, 70 members, and we're down around about 32. So we're really looking to be able to get some members of our community. Those people really want to give back to their community, actually, and get involved in those projects and raise some funds.
So one of the charities that you're looking to support this year is All Abilities here in Mackay. Now, I had the privilege of opening or reopening All Abilities a couple of weeks ago. What a great facility, and I'm really pleased that you guys are going to put that down as your major charity focus.
Yeah, Beck Nichols done a fantastic job. And it's a good project to be able to get involved in because it just simply is painting, doing some gardens up. But again, it's all coming back to community work, so we're really happy to be involved in that project for the next 12 months.
Well, good on you, mate. So Celine's been waiting to get into the lifesavers, mate. So Damo, Celine's going to talk to you.
No worries. I'll just give a bit of an intro about the Surf Lifesaving Club. So they're celebrating their 20-year service to the community of the Mackay Northern Beaches. The club was founded after the need was identified to provide a safe swimming environment to the Northern Beaches area. Their club consists of volunteers from all walks of life, trained in surf rescue techniques and first aid CPR. These superstars volunteer their time during the weekends over summer to be involved in their community and keep Aimeo Beach a safe place. So one of the questions I have to ask you is, how about do your students go getting their awards and going further within the club?
Okay, so to start patrolling the beach, you've got to get an award through the Surf Lifesaving Australia, which is your bronze medallion or your surf rescue certificate. So for a bronze medallion holder, they've got to be able to swim 400 metres in 9 minutes in a swimming pool. And then we basically train them up in first aid techniques, rescue techniques, and pretty much teach them everything they need to know to be able to put the red and yellow flags up and provide a community service to the people of Mackay.
Yeah, awesome. And do you send them to other places around Australia as well, or is it more just kind of a local thing?
It's mainly a local thing for us up here. Many of our members have started, like, once you've got your award, you can go to any surf club in Australia. And patrol the beach if you do your yearly proficiency.
Right, so
most of our members obviously go local here, and obviously our youth that come through the club here in Mackay, they've gone on to be either lifesavers or paid lifeguards at beaches all over the world, not just in Australia. So it's a good opportunity for a young person to learn some skills and
to build that up and to go further, for sure. Are there any upcoming events around the region or within the club that you're looking forward to, or has a lot of things kind of been dimmed down because of COVID?
Yeah, COVID has killed a lot of our surf carnivals and things like that. It knocked off a lot of our nipper program at the end of the year. For the guys patrolling the beach, our volunteers, it was actually quite busy, the COVID period, because with the pools closed and the gyms and that, a lot of people turned to the beach for their exercise. So we actually had a lot of numbers down on the beach swimming and just enjoying the beach. And because we went onto a surveillance patrol mode, so we didn't put the red and yellow flags up, but we were still on the beach and providing that service.
It's amazing how if anything else fails, nature is always there to back you up. Well, thank you so much for your time, guys. Are we going to now introduce our performers?
Absolutely. We've got some really great performers tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, this is what makes us a tremendous community, because we've got guys like James and Damo willing to run organisations in our community. So thanks very much, guys. Thanks for joining us on the couch tonight.
All right, so we have folks like us about to perform for us. They are hitting the stage tonight for their first live music performance, a unique trio bringing you both covers and originals in an ambient blend of classical, folk and pop genre, triple threat. In 2006, Brendan, Sarah and Kathleen met as first-year Bachelor of Music students at the CQU, and they all discovered they have something in common. So can we give it up and welcome them?
Sailed all the seas, but the distance between us is measured in years. I left my heart a leaving, and I'm leaving it still. But this song keeps on singing me home on the hill. But this song keeps on singing.
Thank you, everyone. We are Folks Like Us. I'm Sarah, this is Kathleen, and this is Brendan, Mackay, born and bred, and we're so thankful to be here playing for you tonight. We have lots of viewers overseas as well, so a big shout out to you online. This is Come Away. 1, 2, 3. Car. It's packed up to the roof, singing songs of yesterday, brings laughter from our youth. And every time we hit the road, we don't know where we'll go. Traveling along with you brings warmth into my soul.
things will never change. We sit beneath the southern sky, drinking all the wine. Whatever life has thrown us, together we'll be fine. Even though things must come to an end, for now, let's just play pretend. Come away, come away, come awaken my soul. 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 We feel unsure
of the road that lies ahead. With arms around each other, we will power on instead. Come away,
come away,
come away,
come away,
come away,
come awaken my soul. Come away, come away, come awaken my soul. Come away, come away, come awaken my soul. Come away, come away, come awaken my soul.
Thank you, everyone. I'd like to take this moment to thank Leah Edwards and Amber Miles for creating this event for us. It's a fantastic opportunity, and we're so thankful we have creative minds that can really support our local artists. And thank you to everyone at the Mac here. This next song was written by Brendan, and it's a wonderful story if you'd like to have a listen to the lyrics in particular. This is called Smile of the Day.
Traffic was fierce, it was lined up for miles in her way. There wasn't much time, she had so much to do that day. She looked in the rear vision mirror to check on her newborn son. He smiled, the baby smiled and made his Mother's Day. And asked for a bed. There's only one left, she said, but it's yours for the weekend. And just when he wasn't expecting, after all that had happened that day, she smiled. She smiled and made his Mother's Day. 'Twas 9 in the evening and colder than he'd ever been. He stopped at the old man and dropped a coin into his tin. And just when he wasn't expecting, off without realizing what he had done, he smiled. The young man smiled and made the old man's day. She sat on the park bench eating her lunch and eclair. He asked as he sat, is anyone else sitting there? And though she wouldn't yet know it, he would one day ask for her each other's day. His family are there, gathered round bedside, they whisper love into his ear. And just when they all weren't expecting, after all that the doctors had said, he smiled, and they smiled, he smiled that smile of the day. Thanks very much. So we started playing original music together at the start of this year. We have known each other for a long time now, but we thought we'd do some original music. And this song, next song, which is called We Remember, is the first song that we worked on together. You may have seen it. We did put out a live release of it just before Anzac Day because it was very much written thinking about how would we approach the First World War if it happened now, and how would we deal with it, although we are currently dealing with a current crisis of our own. Big brother Jack takes both my shoulders in his strong hands, the country's fate. I trust the boy to do his duty, but fear the wrath his eyes shall see. He shines a smile from down the platform. The train sets off, the boy is gone. Will he return to greener pastures? Will God be there right by his side? The work of man never seems to end. A life for a life, how could that ever make sense? Our fate is sealed, perhaps sealed for us. And now this game must play itself out. They say this war may make a nation, it seems quite sad, a price to pay. I say this war will make us stronger, if not by choice, then force alone. We may be too and the generations will say, we remember. We remember. We remember.
I'm the evil one in the band because I make them play in really weird time signatures. So for any of you musically minded people out there, that one's in 7/8. It's not very nice if you want to be a nice band member, so I'm still learning to be a nice band member.
Aren't we all? It's the process of life.
That was a couple of tunes that we call the Swedish tune set, or Haspallis, which is the name of the house I was living in Sweden. So there was 2 tunes in that. One was called Lake Flina Waltz, which was a lake I got to live beside. Terribly, terribly morbid life, I can tell you now. And the second one was called Wooden Floors. Oh, no, sorry, my mistake, 11sies. You'll get to hear Wooden Floors the next time we have a concert.
Searching for that picket fence from place to place, but now I know I'm here with you, finally face to face. And all the years I've wondered, you make that worthwhile. Those many misadventures now far from my mind. I'd hate to think of waiting here alone all this time. Together, watch the sunsets from now on. Be my embrace, be my forever to hold, until we're happily ever after all, my morning, noon, and night. Be my embrace, be my forever to hold, until we're happily ever after all, my morning, noon, and night. Be my embrace, be my forever to hold, until we're happily ever after all, my morning, noon, and night. Until we're happily ever after all, my morning, noon, and night.
Thanks very much. We've come up to our last number now, and just before we get there, I'd like to say we're very doubly happy to the Mackay Regional Council, both for having us here at the Mackay Festival Sessions and also for giving us an RADF grant, along with the Regional Arts Development Fund grant, along with the state government in Queensland. So we are currently in the process of recording our debut album. All of our original songs, we did all original songs tonight, are going to be on that album, and it will be released on the 31st of October, so keep an eye out for seeing us then. This is Brendan here, on my left, Sarah on my right, and I'm Kathleen.
We are on Facebook, Folks Like Us, one word, Same on Instagram.
You also, we need your help in another way. We actually need you to sing along in this last song. There's a bit of an audience. You can probably hear them clapping here in the theatre, but we'd love for you to sing along at home as well. The words are very, very easy. You need to sing, hey, 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 ho, 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 hey, hey, hey. Yeah? And I'll pass you over to Sarah to tell you how it goes.
So we're going to give it a try, yeah? So the first one goes like this, and then you can sing. Hey, hey, hey. Ready? Go. Hey, hey, hey. Good. And then the next one happens. Hey, hey, hey. And then the last one is, so the third one is ho. Yep. Ho, ho, ho. And then
last one, you need to go for a dive.
Oh yeah, hey, 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 we go real low. I said, hey, hey, hey.
And if you can't get that low, you can just fake it like me.
Yeah.
It's totally fine.
In fact, we're faking a trumpet tonight, so anyone has a kazoo, now's your chance to get that out and give that a whirl. Here we go, ready?
Okay.
2, 3. Head down, eyes roll, read another line to live. This guy, brainless, but has a lot of words to say. It's not just me, he permeates stupidity. Just keep mouth shut and everything will soon leave. Hey, 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 I don't need cheap talk anymore. Hey, 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 I don't have time for silly words. Oh, 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 don't just listen so you can talk. You can say a hey, 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 and that'll be my cue to walk. If you don't have anything good to share, then don't expect anybody else to care. 'Cause if you really wanted to, you could try another point of view, but your narrow mind is stopping you from seeing the light in it all. I don't need cheap talk anymore. Hey, 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 I don't have time for silly words. Oh, 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 don't just listen so you can talk. You can say a hey, 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 and that'll be my hey, 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 I don't need cheap talk anymore. Hey, 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 I don't have time for silly words. Oh, 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 don't just listen so you can talk. You can say a hey, 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 and that'll be my cue to walk. Hey, 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 I don't need cheap talk anymore. Hey, 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 I don't have time for silly words. Oh, 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 don't just listen so you can talk. You can say hey, 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 that'll be my cue to walk. You can say hey, 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 and that'll be my cue to walk.
That's what we mean by Mackay's Got Talent. Weren't they awesome? Ladies and gentlemen,
Wow.
folks like us. It's great stuff.
That was, I don't even have words. That's left me speechless.
Unbelievable. Well, that's why we're doing this. That's why we're saying throughout the month of August, every Saturday night, you've got to watch this because Mackay really does have some fantastic talent. Now, speaking of fantastic talent, we've got a couple of people on the couch right now. In Mackay, we have tremendous community-based organisations who give a lot of effort and time and of themselves to our community to make our community what it is. We also have some great businesses. And we've got two businesses represented tonight who normally help out the Mackay Festival of Arts and are helping out the festival sessions throughout August. Gary Bye, I'd like to welcome. Gary is one of the original owners of BB Print. And BB Print have been around coming on 30 years here in Mackay, massive contributors to our community. And Adrian Miles is the manager of commercial and terminals at Mackay Airport, another fantastic organisation or commercial organisation who contributes significantly to our community. Gary, Adrian, welcome. I bet you never thought you'd be on the couch of the Mackay Entertainment Centre.
You did right there. That's right.
Gary, we might start off with you, mate. Coming up to 30 years in business, I know you've been in printing for a long time. Your contribution to the community just continues to go on and on, mate. Well, what underpins your businesses, you know, contributing to the community in the way they do?
I think we're very proud to be Mackay residents, and I'm very proud to employ 20-odd staff who are also locals as well. But it's just the importance of supporting locals, like we expect other people to do with us as well. They can support us by continuing to have their print done with us, but just the support that you're able to give others by purchasing locally and maintaining what we have locally with different suppliers. So
Yeah.
that's the way we try to operate as much as we can. Yeah.
How have you found COVID?
It's been 50 years. Do you think that it's one of the most hard-hitting things that's happened in your career?
Sick of hearing the name COVID, to tell you the truth.
Honestly.
Aren't we all?
Look, I must admit we haven't had a great deal of change with our business, which we're very grateful for.
Yeah.
We actually print for a lot of the emergency services as well, so and also the Festival of Arts when it requires printing. But yeah, luckily we haven't been too
That's awesome.
affected by the COVID. So.
And how did you get into the printing industry? How did it all begin for you?
I started when I was 15 years old here and did an apprenticeship as a commercial printer for the Daily Mercury.
Awesome.
Mackay Printing and Publishing back then, yeah.
And it's just blossomed since then.
Yes, that's only been a couple of years ago. So.
43, I think I read in your resume. So looking forward to 50, mate.
Yeah, I'm pressing on for 50 at least, yeah.
Big celebration.
Yeah, it will
it's
be.
exciting.
Yes.
One of the organisations that has found COVID particularly difficult is the airline industry. Adrian, even though it's been particularly difficult, our airport is travelling pretty well.
Yeah, that's right, Greg. It has been something, I think, affected every airport in Australia without a doubt. But Mackay, at the moment, I can tell you we're back to 45% of our pre-COVID passenger numbers. So this week, we were announced the Brisbane-Mackay route was the third busiest route in Australia.
Whoa,
so,
there we go.
You know, if you're talking the likes of Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, Perth, etc. So if we're the third busiest
That's a
route
big number.
in Australia, that's right. And as you know, we own Cairns Airport as well, and Brisbane-Cairns was the busiest route in Australia.
That's excellent.
So Queensland in itself and our airport here in Mackay is faring fairly well.
Yeah, and it's great that we're doing pretty okay in comparison to the other states. Hopefully it doesn't get any worse. So I hear that you've been working overseas, well, not now, but you have worked overseas. Whereabouts were you?
Oh yeah, that's going back a little while now. I worked in London for a year and worked for a council over there actually, and did a bit of touring around as well, so that was great. And leaving there I came back to Mackay, so I was born in Mackay, lived here, so was glad to come back, and that was around 20 years ago, so I've been back for 20 years now.
That's awesome. And post-COVID, is there anywhere that you would like to go?
I think first of all, when the borders reopen, I think Sydney and Melbourne. I absolutely love Sydney Harbour and enjoy it down there immensely, and probably be next year when the NRL's back, hopefully. I love going to watch an NRL game down there. And also can't wait, obviously, till the Cutters get back to BB Print Stadium as well. Looking forward to that. So, and then Melbourne's probably the second one when that opens up, and love the food in Melbourne.
Oh,
you've been a great supporter of Mackay Airports has been a great supporter of everything in this district, particularly arts and culture. So thanks very much for your support for the arts through this month of August. You normally do a lot during the month of July and the Arts Festival, mate. So I guess what's What's the industry look like now in the future, in your view? I mean, everybody's a little bit worried about aviation. It's great to hear Mackay's being so well serviced, but in your view, what's the industry look like?
Yeah, Greg, I think uncertainty is probably one word that everybody's got at this point in time, but also we just had a session with our leadership team up in Cairns on Thursday this week, and our CEO has, advised us that, it does look bright. We have had a lot of other things impact aviation. We've had pilot strikes, we've had SARS, we've had the GFC. This is probably one of the biggest impacts, obviously without a doubt, and the duration of this impact that's going to have on the aviation industry. But I think once the world does come back to some normality, it will really bounce back strong. So some difficult times ahead in the near future, but again, I think the strength will be there. And Mackay, hopefully we're leading the way. We're doing that now.
As we do. And from industry's perspective, local industry's perspective, Gary, what's your future outlook? What do you think?
Well, I believe we're looking at a rather busy period after all this does settle. No doubt it will at some stage. It's the unknown for everyone, of course, but I think once it does settle, as Adrian said, I believe we're in for a busy period. So with the industry around Mackay at the moment, I believe some of them are busier than they ever have been. So it's good signs.
Fantastic.
It's just a matter of time.
Celine, this is what makes us a great community as well, having tremendous businesses like BB Print and Mackay Airports. Ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause. Thank you very much for your support.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
So, Celine, I'm going to go and
have a chat to our performers.
Talk to these performers right now.
Very talented performers, can I say. The breath control, the talent that you have within your group is amazing. I guess something that I would like to ask you guys is, how did you come about the name, and was it difficult to find something that stuck?
Yes.
Yeah?
So we put it out there on my Facebook for any suggestions, because we're terrible at trying to put a label on us. So Kristen Everett, who is a good friend of ours, actually
local?
She's a local solicitor.
Yeah, awesome.
That's right. Yeah, so she suggested folks like us, and she said you can say it three ways: folks like us, folk like us, folks like us.
It rolls off the tongue. I think it suits.
Yeah.
I like that name. And were all of you interested in a career in music from early on, or was it something that you kind of found later on in your life?
Well, for me, I would say, I guess I decided by the time I hit my teens that I wanted to pursue music, but more so teaching music. And only in my adulthood I've gone into more performing as well.
Yeah.
So
do you prefer teaching or performing?
Oh, that's really hard.
It is a hard question.
I don't think I'll ever stop teaching. I love learning, so I feel like I learn so much when I teach
from your students.
So I just can't stop that.
That's
awesome. But I mean, I'm learning a lot with these guys too. I've only just started songwriting, so. Yeah, it's great.
You came together in 2006 when you're all at CQU, or
yes, CQU here at the con.
CQU. And so, what brought you back together again? So I just heard Brendan say
it helps when someone's in the country.
Right.
Yes, Brendan has been
all
overseas.
in the same place at the same time. It really helps.
So you're
and I
staying
think that
in
was the
Mackay?
catalyst. Yeah, we're all back.
We just had an
Mackay.
idea that we wanted to. Like we love going to music festivals, and we were there watching and going, why are we not up there?
Yeah.
We could do that. So here we are, and we're up here, which is fabulous.
Well,
Making it a reality.
Just magnificent. I don't know what everybody else thought, but I could have listened to your music all night.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Unbelievable. So, Kathleen, I've known you for a long time, but how many instruments do you play?
Quite a lot, as evident there. The one I didn't bring tonight is the harp, that you might have seen me play more often, but with the Steinway, with the grand piano, you don't need a harp in this group. So.
What do you find the most difficult instrument out of all that you know?
I am a singer, which does count as an instrument for any naysayers out there, and it's something that you can learn as well. So that's my primary instrument.
Yeah. Is it the most difficult though?
Every instrument has difficult things. No, I think strings. If I had to make a judgment call, I would say strings.
Strings? Why is
Violins. You can answer that question. It's your
Brendan,
thing.
you make it look easy.
Yeah, definitely.
There's nowhere to tell you where to put your fingers.
Again, it's a primary instrument, so I've done that for the longest in my musical career, so I use that for teaching and for crafting music now.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Sarah, have you played the Steinway on the stage here before?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, many
I thought
times.
you might have.
Yeah.
Beautiful instrument.
Yes, it is. I remember when it first arrived and I was booking practice sessions in here. I think you could just sit in the on the Steinway and just play for us however long you wanted. And I think I was a student at the con when it arrived, actually.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And so, Kathleen, where to from here now? You're going to produce an album?
Yes, that's right. We're in the midst of producing an album at the moment with Sugartown Music, which is here in Mackay. So we've created the music. We kind of began our musical journeys here, and we've created the music here, and we're recording it here as well. So,
and you have a whole studio. You have the whole setup going for you.
Yeah, well, the Sugartown Music is in Slade Point. So we've been going and working with Scott there. But yeah, we're looking forward to the future as things are hopefully starting to open up, and events like this are able to. Able to continue on.
Wonderful.
Celine was saying she wishes she could play an instrument. Do you have a triangle she could play when you...
You could have chosen the vibra slap.
Oh, I love that thing.
Clearly I didn't do it tonight, so you should have done it.
That's right.
Awesome.
Folks like us, ladies and gentlemen.
Round of applause.
Thank you. Fantastic local group. That's what this is all about. So, Celine, we've got some more now.
We do. We have some more performers. So, hitting the stage next is Pacific Flavours. They are the young dancers from the Mackay Pacific Island community. They are dressed in traditional costumes made from local coconut palms and leaves. They will be delivering a hula dance to a Cook Islands drumbeat. They will feature a solo, 2 drum dancers, and a group song, each with a beautiful backstory. So let's give them up a big round of applause.
Pacific Flavours, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo!
Here we go.
Roi matae o tōku i nā ngaruki a koe e maine Tō mata manea mai te puranga I ata manea ki runga I a koe maine Manako, manako, manako I a koe Mau piri I a koe Manako, manako, manako I a koe Mau piri I a koe O koe anake, anake Mau piri I a koe O koe anake, anake Mau piri I a koe Marangi nei toku, roi matae E taku ina ngaro ki a koe e maine Tō mata manea, mai te puranga E ata manea ki runga I a koe maine Manako, manako, manako I a koe O piri I a koe Manako, manako, manako I a koe Mo piri I a koe Oe anake I anake Mo
Pacific Flavours, ladies and gentlemen. And
wow, I enjoyed that.
But I got exhausted just looking at that.
A
and if there was a
workout and a
grass
half.
skirt coming out for you and I'm out of here. So, how about that? That just shows you the breadth of the talent in our community. Give it up again, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo!
Pacific Flavours. They're fantastic. Well, Celine, we've got a couple of also fantastic guests to welcome to the couch tonight.
We sure do. We have Naomi Reyes from Blue River Microgreens. A little bit about Blue River Microgreens provide and produce a variety of fresh, nutrient-dense microgreens for both restaurants, cafes, and home chefs in the Mackay and Whitsunday region. And Sonia Oliver Scoble, is that the correct pronunciation? From Mad Cow Coffee. I'm a barista myself, so coffee is a very important thing for me. What is your favourite type of coffee?
My favourite coffee would have to be a double shot latte.
A double shot latte, okay. Greg and I were talking earlier. He has a double espresso. Yes. Yep, I don't know how he does it. That's far too bitter for me. So Mad Cow Coffee delivers a range of quality hot and cold beverages and food to businesses and events in the Mackay region. It was established as a positive legacy to their son who lost his battle with anxiety and tribute to your friends and family. That's an amazing thing that you're doing. So, you guys are going to be helping me draw out this week's weekly competition. So for this week, we have an amazing giveaway, a Mackay Festival Sessions giveaway with $150 worth of fresh market produce from the Greater Whitsunday's Farmers Market. So if one of you could do me the honours of pulling out a name, we won't have a peek. Okay, and who do we have?
We have Benita Hoff of Marion.
Alrighty, Benita Hoff of Marion. Let's give her a round of applause. Woo! Awesome, congratulations. We will be in contact with you soon about your giveaway. So before you guys head off, I do have a couple of questions. What was the best and worst part about lockdown for you both? Or did you not really have a period where you stayed at home?
Yeah, I think it was a wonderful time actually to spend time with my girls, my children, not having to do the school run.
Yeah,
that was
it's
great.
exhausting, I imagine.
Yeah, that was a good one,
Yeah,
working
so
from home. And
spending more time with a family. Did you learn
Definitely.
any new skills? Did you do anything particular with them? Or was it kind of just a relaxation time?
I think it was more getting back to the skills that already had, like getting back to more baking, which I think everybody did, you know, or hence all the flour being gone from Woolies.
Not just the flour, the toilet shortages, and I mean, it was ridiculous. I work in Canelands, and people were lining up at Coles at 7 in the morning, and it was just ridiculous. What about you? How did you deal?
So as a business owner, we found we had to change the way we did business. And we were very lucky that we're part of the Greater Whitsunday Food Network. So we found that the community support from the network and from the greater community, when we had to change what we did, businesses went into lockdown, started working from home. The community really came together and supported us and helped us find new ways of running our business.
That's amazing, yeah.
So before you two go, I mean, I'm not going to let you get off the couch, Naomi, before... I mean, I have enough trouble with lettuce. What's microgreens?
Okay, so microgreens are basically a micro vegetable. So they're grown in a very short time and cut at its premium freshness, nutrient dense. It's traditionally used in the culinary world for plating, decorating your platters and things like that. So, yeah, so microgreens are wonderful little greens that you can use on your platters. I produce many different varieties.
And how long have you been doing this?
Only since the start of the year. So
wow,
so it's new.
Yeah, it's a very new business, and thanks to the Greater Whitsunday Food Network, you know, they've provided so much support for me and for all of the producers in the region during this time. So, yes.
I heard earlier on that you make edible flowers. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so there's many different varieties of flowers that are actually edible. Yeah, so they're really popular with cocktails and baking. So as you can see on a lot of cakes, and yeah.
Yeah, you can just pick them off and easy done.
Sonia, your story is incredible, and your business has been going for a little while now.
It will be 2 years in November. So our business started as a legacy to our son.
Yes.
We lost him in 2018 in July, and we wanted a positive way to connect with community, and anyone who is suffering anxiety or any mental illness or just needs a chat can come to us and have a good coffee using local produce, and we'll sit down and have a chat to them and help them find local resources.
Where do you get your produce from? Sorry, Celine. Where do you get your produce from?
So all of our milk comes from local dairies, and our coffee is actually grown and roasted in Mareeba.
Wow, that's great.
Fantastic.
That's amazing.
Microgreens and coffee. That sounds very 21st century. Yes.
Very futuristic.
Very good. So, Naomi, where to for you now from here? How do you see this business growing based in Mackay?
Yeah, well, based in Mackay, it seems like something quite new to the area, and I'm hoping to grow it, introducing it to a lot more chefs and restaurants in the area, and also to our local foodies who, without them, I can't continue at the moment with the whole COVID situation. Having that one-on-one communication with the customers and with the home foodies and home chefs, it's really valuable.
You still have heaps to go. I mean, I have complete faith that it'll keep building for you, and it's just brand new and you're already doing so well, so that's amazing. Good job.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
And to be honest, if you haven't had sunflower sprouts on your eggs benny on a Sunday morning, you are really missing out.
Okay.
Sunflower sprouts, well, there you go. That is the 21st century. On your eggs benny.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Well, Naomi, you'll have to introduce me to that very shortly. So.
Oh, I will, Greg.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, two fabulous supporters of our festival sessions for August. Would you thank Naomi Reyes of Microgreens? Thank you very much, Naomi. And Sonia from Mad Cow Coffee.
Woo.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ladies. All right. Do we have another performance or do we have another interview?
I think we're going to interview Yvonne.
We surely are.
And so, do you want to go and put the grass skirt on first?
It's not happening.
No,
It's
really?
not happening. I'm sorry.
Yvonne is waiting for us out there. So, Yvonne, can we sit you on the? Why don't you move up here?
Let's scooch over, make room.
And Yvonne, you want to come down to the couch?
Oh, you look lovely. I love this dress.
Thank you.
Is it traditional? Does it have a meaning behind it?
It is. So in the Pacific Islands, women usually wear longer dresses to show that they're wholesome and they never show their legs normally, especially if you're a mother of children and grandchildren.
Yeah. So I know that there was backstory behind all of those dances and behind the performing. Can you tell us a little bit about the story there?
Okay, so the solo was done by Ruta,
Yep.
and it portrays the most beautiful woman in her particular tribe. So any woman and their tribe, the most beautiful, will show how beautiful they are by their actions and their dance. And then the second performance was a group performance, and the girls dance. It's about fish.
Yeah.
So the villagers going out fishing, and the girl who was following the girls, pulling them in, that's the fisherman drawing the fish in, and the girls were following in each corner of the stage. And then the other group dance is Ariki Vaine. And so Ariki represents either a king or queen in our islands, and that person that holds that title will normally hold the culture to their heart very much and share to help our youth to grow and mature with that culture behind them.
Yeah, so it sounds like there's a lot of depth, there's a lot of meaning behind that dancing there. It's beautiful. You can tell when you watch. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
So, Yvonne, among many other services provided to the community, you deliver the Pacifica Festival each year?
We do, it's annual.
Yep, so that's a program of cultural arts, food, awareness, religion, song and performing arts?
Absolutely.
Yep.
And, sorry.
No, you're fine, keep going.
And it's about all the Pacific nations, those who live here in Mackay. And it all started with personal experience, arriving and not knowing who's here, who we could find, with who spoke our language, no churches. So that's all stemmed. That's what the Pacific Island community has stemmed from.
It's all about.
And now we have a Fijian church in the community, and a Cook Island church, and church is very important to all our Pacific cultures.
Yvonne, the Pacific Island community is quite large now in the Mackay area.
It is.
Do you have trouble bringing people in to help the dancing?
Oh, there's no problem bringing them in to dance. It's to do the work.
Right.
Behind the scenes, that's the hardest part in maintaining them. But they love to cook and they love to perform. It's just hard to get people to stay behind and do the work.
Yep.
But we're getting there.
So Pacific Island cooking and then dancing afterwards is just an absolutely fantastic way to spend an afternoon and an evening.
Yeah, it's usually the food after the dancing because the girls would have a stitch on.
Oh, yeah, no.
So will you ever get into microgreens?
It's not in our nature. We love coconut cream and, the food from the ground and liver fish and, some of us get into micro. Like a lot of the Pacific Islanders, we're trying to help them to be aware on health and well-being. So teaching them at Pacifica with good food and having stores there, that takes them away from their normal.
Yeah. So how many years has the festival been going on for?
5 years now.
5 years now. Is there a certain event or anything that happens in the festival that is really well received throughout the 5 years that people look forward to? Or
always the dancing.
Yes, I think so.
All the different Polynesian islands come together and they portray their culture on stage. And then there's the food as well. So food and dancing as well.
Can never go wrong. Good combination.
Well, we wish you luck, and I hope that you continue to deliver the cultural outcomes for this community, but also for the young children in your community.
Thank you.
So well done, Yvonne. And ladies and gentlemen, Yvonne Tui from the Pacific Island community in Mackay. And congratulations.
Thank you.
So, Celine, we've now got a real talent to put on the stage. Will Bloom is going to entertain you now, ladies and gentlemen, and you will see hear sounds like you haven't heard before. So would you welcome to the stage of the Mackay Entertainment Centre and live streaming around Australia, Will Bloom.
Woo!
Talks fast, but her hips are moving slow. She sat there like a summer breeze, looking like she was dancing for somebody. could take you higher than you've been before. Yeah, I can get you high. Yeah, I can get you high. Drinks bumping in my ride, and you got me feeling alright, alright. Saw me drink, girl, you know I can't drive, but the seats go back, let me rock your body. I'm just a man, I'm no giant, but I could take you higher than you've been before. Just a guy, it's alright, but I know I'm not another guy. Then we collide, midnight, like a rocket in the open sky. Collide, midnight. Wouldn't want a man with a plan when you got one. Wouldn't want to hold on a hand when it's broke. Wouldn't want you to know. You. Hello everybody, I'd like to just make a quick acknowledgement to the country that we're on tonight and the true custodians of this land that we dance and sing on, and hope you enjoy this. This is a song I wrote called Lionheart. Little did he earn, but he yearns for the world. Falls to his feet when worst comes to worst. Never did he try to see it eye to eye with the man in the mirror that's punching back at him. You're punching in the wind, my friend, and no one ever sees. He screams and shouts and never heard, lost amongst some breeze. Alone in Heartbreak Hotel, fist clenched, it's hard to hold himself. Cause he's got pain on his mind and hurt in his heart. The light in his eye turns into dark. You can't change his mind, it's said now. Wild with a lion heart, wild, don't let him start. Wild with a lion heart, wild, don't let him start, don't let him start. I wrote this song when I was chilling on the beach down here in Mackay. It's called Lies for You. All the lies that I told for you, all this petty little crime. Heaven knows it'll be alright in the end. Oh, everything you need and I'll provide. I can hold you down all night. How am I gonna know if you're on my side in the end? So I'll be there when they pull you under, standing there in the rain to wash you clean. Girl, it hits like a supernova. I'll be there if it all gets too much, standing there in the rain to wash you clean. Girl, it hits like a supernova in the air. Lies for you, held you what you needed at the time. Heaven knows it'll be alright in the end. Everything you need and I'll provide. I could hold it down all night. How am I gonna know if you're on my side in the end? You're my painkiller. Just stay for now, my whole life. 'Cause I'm a born sinner, and you're my painkiller. Just stay for now, my whole life. It's called Sunset Feeling. It's about chilling out and seeing the sunset and just getting that feeling through your chest, through seaside view. Hang up your phone, come meet me here, 'cause you wouldn't wanna miss this, would you? Yeah, we tried to burn the city down out on the first night. Half cup, but I'm feeling twice as alive, yeah. Now you're showing all the signs that you're batshit crazy. And so am I, so it's alright, yeah. And I got that feeling, oh, that sunset feeling, no. 'Cause I know time goes like fleeting views, but I got that feeling when I'm with you. No. 'Cause all I've known these passing years is how to sit and let the world pass by in my reviews. And if I grow old, just let it be. I'll do my living while the day's bright, chasing you. Now we're going all out to we're out of aces. Ruin your house, we're allowed to stay here. Burning this town for the head spins, yeah. Yeah, we smoke till we're broke, like the waves rolling in. Purple like the sky that we're both seeing. And she's sweeter than the sunset ceiling. And I got that feeling, oh, that sunset feeling, no. 'Cause I know time goes like fleeting views, but I got that feeling when I'm with you. I got that feeling, oh, that sunset feeling, no. 'Cause I know time goes like fleeting views, but I got that feeling when I'm with you. Thank you. It's beautiful to be out here in this new age of playing live to people watching at home. So hello to everybody at home, and there's a small audience here tonight, so hi to you guys especially. It's good to have some people and to share some music, you know. Us musicians need an audience and we need to be heard, and we're appreciating you guys as much as I hope you're appreciating us. I'm going to play a song that I've just recently released. If you're looking for anything of mine, this is the only song you can find, and it's called Inferno, and it's about a burn that feels good. Eyes like fire and a tongue like gold. She'll light you up just to watch you burn slowly. Yeah, she can be real cruel, but she don't really love no one, and use your life fuel. So burn 'em if you got one when she's on fire. I know that it's on like an inferno, baby, it burns slow, watching you all night on the starlight, and your soft glows burning a hole in me. But there's something about it, yeah, there's something about it that's got a hold on me. she'll dress you down to skin and bone. No, 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 no. Just to hear your lungs and burn the wall of your soul. She can be real cruel. She don't really love no one and use your life fuel to burn them if you got one when she's on fire. Yeah, I know that it's on. And like an inferno, baby, it burns slow, watching you all night under starlight, and your soft glows burning a hole in me. There's something about it, yeah, there's something about it. It's got a hold on me. Got a hold on me. Yeah, 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 no. Got a hold on me. Like an inferno, baby, it burns slow, watching you all night under starlight, and your soft glows burning a hole in me. But there's something about it, yeah, there's something about it. It's got a hold on me. Thank you. Hey, it's good to be here in this room. I love this room, particularly this theater here. I came here when I was 15 years old, and I played in a little competition here called Mackay's Got Talent, and all my friends came and they made signs, and it was sick, and I had a really good time, and it made me think, you know, maybe I could do this, and here I am. And this is the song that I played. It's a cover, and you might know it. So clap along or stomp along. In the night I hear him talk, the coldest story ever told. And somewhere far along the road he lost his soul to a woman so heartless. I'm gonna fight 'em all. A Seven Nation army couldn't hold me back. I'm gonna rip it all. Taking their time and behind my back, and now I'm bleeding and I'm bleeding and I'm bleeding right before the Lord. And these words are gonna bleed from me, and I will think no more. And the message coming from my blood says, leave it alone. Yeah. Don't wanna hear about it. Every single one's got a story to tell. Everyone knows about it. From the Queen of England to the hounds of hell. And if I catch you coming back my way, I'ma serve it to you want to hear, but that's what I'll do. And the message coming from my blood says, leave it alone,
Hey, you. Right, I got a couple more. God, that felt good. It's a very little special song that I've just written. I've never performed this one. It's about the way the sunflowers turn each day and they follow the sun as it moves, and I found some romance in that, and I wrote a little love song about two sunflowers, and it goes like this.
turn my body like a sunflower. You gave me a time, I took 1 hour to watch you come undone, knee deep in dust when we were only young. The two of us, a field 1,000 suns. We broke out, we came undone. You told me I could be the one, and it's true, I know where love is. I found it here right next to you. 'Cause you are the shelter of night weather, and you are the sunlight that I turn into when it's star. Wait another hour, you're my sunflower, you're my sunflower, yeah. A circle of trust that I'm relying on. We're picking petals to a dead end gone. Let your guard down, let your hair out. There's nothing else I'm needing now. 'Cause all our lives we wanted to break out of here and bloom. No more living life distorted. Oh, clear as ever now I'm with you. And it's true, I know where love is. I found it here right next to you. 'Cause you are the shelter of night weather, and you are the sunlight that I'm turning to when it's dark. Wait another hour, you're my sunflower, you're my sunflower, yeah. You are the shelter of night weather, and you are the sunlight that I'm turning to when it's dark. I'll wait another hour, you're my sunflower, you're my sunflower.
flower, yeah. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to leave you with one final song. I wrote this song, I think it was the first one I ever wrote, with one of my best friends, Jack Gray, and he's another accomplished and great songwriter. But back then, we were just two kids sitting in a classroom at St. Pat's, and we were just a bit angry with the world, you know, and we thought everyone needs to slow down. And I think in times like these, I think everyone just needs to slow down and breathe and remember how lucky we are to live in this beautiful country and this amazing land and it's incredible weather lately, and just be grateful for what we have. So I wrote this song and it's called Slow, and I hope it slows you all down. Thanks for everyone who's been listening at home. Appreciate it big time. Life is short, so take your time to see the world through clear eyes. Sit and breathe, just breathe in the air. It's thick with love, it's thick with care. So where do you run? You're not the only one. Where do you run? 'Cause you're not. So make it to something great. So where do you run? You're not the only one. Where do you run?
Ladies and gentlemen, Mackay's own Will Bloom. Give it up again. What a fantastic performance. And Will, of course, discovered he'd like to perform on this stage about 5 years ago when he got to a pretty good place in Mackay's Got Talent. So it's great to welcome him back. And we'll go and talk to Will very, very shortly. But I think he's living proof that blokes can certainly multi-skill. And we'll talk to Will very shortly. One of the other skills, of course, we introduced right at the start was our artist in residence for tonight. Leanne Meaney has been creating one of her pictures backstage. And right now, Celine Gibert is about to talk to her.
Hello, we are back with Leanne Meaney, who is our live mural artist for this week and also a member of the artist collective Caneland. This beautiful piece we see before us is going to be for sale at the artist collective Caneland, which is on the ground floor, so be sure that you keep your eyes out for that one. Leanne, I am stunned by the detail that you've managed to put in this in only 2 hours. If you were to do a commissioned piece or if you were to do it at home, would you be spending more than 2 hours on this, or is that kind of the same amount?
Oh, I work pretty fast, but
yeah.
I worked really fast tonight.
Did.
Usually I would spend a bit, this would be the first and second layer, and then I have to spray it and dry and over and over so we get a little bit more depth. But
and that takes time to dry.
It does, yeah, it does, yeah. So it's all a process.
And with charcoal, do you find that it's very messy?
I love it.
Love it.
Yeah, I love making
everywhere.
a mess. Everything about me is messy, so just I'm cool with it. Yeah.
It's a beautiful mess.
Yeah, I do. I think it's wonderful.
Yeah, and are you happy with the result? Was there anything that was a little bit tricky, or?
No, I really had a big think about it, and to me, you know, you've got the iconic platypus up in the rainforests of Yungala, and then we've got whales off the coast, and I just really wanted to get that across, and I kind of feel like they're meeting, and it's just this lovely thing about where we live, and that's what and I wanted to keep it simple, yeah.
It's beautiful. I really, really love it. You've done an amazing job, as have all of the artists in the previous weeks. Thank you so much for your time and for your effort.
Oh, thank you for including me. It's been
You
wonderful.
are very welcome. We're now going to head back to Greg, who is going to conduct our last interview with Will.
Well, here we are with Will Bloom. Now, Will and I were just talking about the days at St. Pat's. Will, did you ever think you'd be sort of on stage, playing to all of Australia right now, and about to release an album?
Well, I'd always kind of hoped that it would pan out something along those lines, but yeah, you never really know what the future holds. I'm pretty glad that it's sort of falling into pieces. Into place.
Falling
perhaps.
into place,
Yes,
absolutely.
yes.
So how long have you been writing songs?
I probably started writing songs in around grade 10, and it was just for messages and things that I wanted to put out into the world and say, and I think I had a lot to say. But I was probably about 15 years old, and since then I've never really stopped writing songs. I write every day, and I write on napkins, and I write on anything I could find. So.
Mate, you've got a lot going on here. I mean, one-man band just doesn't say it all. You've got everything. So how many more things can you put on stage as part of your act?
Well, only time will tell, I think. I try to make as much noise and as much sound and create different types of instruments, you know. I try to use my voice in different ways that I don't have a band, I don't have a bass player or a drummer, so I just use every part of my body that I possibly can to create a different sound and keep the dynamics flowing, I guess.
Celine and I were just in awe of you.
That was
just,
amazing.
Just watching you perform. It's quite outstanding, mate. You've got a real talent.
Definitely.
Thanks so much.
Do you have any pre-show rituals, or do you just go straight into it?
Not really. I wish I had something cool to say, like some, I don't know, big vocal warm-up I do or something, but not really. I just try to chill and breathe and...
enjoy yourself.
Yeah, maybe have a drink to relax or something, but yeah. No pre-rituals.
You carve your own didgeridoos. Where did you learn that skill?
There's a local man called Bruce Wicks, and he makes really fine instruments. So I can't take too much credit for it because he's really a teacher, and a lot of the things I've done was just in teaching with him. And we'd go out bush with a good friend of mine, Peter, who's just opened a shop here in Mackay. Do you know what it's?
Peter Santo?
Yeah, Peter Santo,
Yeah.
yes.
He knows everyone.
Yeah, exactly. And so we used to go out with him and collect the sticks, and it's a real process, you know, and it's a beautiful thing to carve something and play it with your own breath and your own lungs, and yeah, it's pretty amazing thing. Yeah.
It's beautiful. Wow.
Tell us about your album.
Well, I'm working on an EP actually, so a 6-track EP, and it's been an interesting process, I guess. I was working with a producer, ARIA-nominated producer, Oscar Dawson from the band Holy Holy down in Melbourne. So, you know, we were just things was falling into place, and then this all sort of happened, and so we've kept it in good stead, and we've been doing it like via Zoom, and I've been sending him my vocals, and he's been sending back, piecing it all together, and it's actually working really cool, and I get to do it all in my own bedroom, and really
amazing.
like take my time on it, and it's actually working okay. I'm seeing a bit of light in this dark times.
And whenever we get out of COVID, and please God that'll happen soon, but whenever we get out of COVID, what's the touring look like for you?
Yeah.
I want to be busy. I want to go everywhere, put my music everywhere. I want to stay in Australia. I really love Australia, and I mean, my music tries to encapsulate that. And yeah, I just want to run up and down the East Coast as many times as I can until people know my name all around this country. That's my plan.
Big dreams.
Well,
that's great.
We would like everybody to know Will Bloom's name, ladies and gentlemen.
Sure.
How about that?
Thank you. Thanks.
And that's what's so important, Celine, about what we've been doing over the month of August here in the stage of the Mackay Entertainment Centre, is delivering Mackay's talent to Australia via live stream. First time we've ever done it. So, mate, you're helping us make history, and I hope that we can help you be part of the future. So, great talent. Would you thank him again, ladies and gentlemen? Will Bloom.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And we're going to invite everybody else onto the stage right now, and we've come to the end of the show. This is the third show. Celine, we couldn't do this without a lot of people contributing.
Definitely. I do want to make a very big shout out to Kiara and Reese Photography, who are going to be providing all of our artists and our performers with professional images for their portfolio and future opportunities. And yeah, I mean, that's what we're all about, is keeping the ball rolling for them and giving them as many opportunities as we can.
And we've seen a tremendous example of what that sponsorship can deliver on the stage. And we've got Pacific Flavour, of course, who've done a great job for us tonight. Leanne, just tremendous what you've done, and the whale and that platypus, absolutely outstanding. That's a long way from horses. So you've stepped outside of your comfort zone tonight and just created something tremendous. That'll be on display at Caneland? Fantastic. And Naomi, I'm going to try some of those green things. And obviously, Sonia, with your coffee, great story, tremendous. We've really enjoyed, haven't we, Celine, talking to everybody tonight.
It's a great effort.
And of course, on the very talented side, folks like us, absolutely outstanding. That's what it's all about. We're all about celebrating Mackay's talent. And they've brought their own cheer squad along tonight. And so, absolutely outstanding. I don't think we could have wished for a better night, Celine,
Definitely
tonight.
not. That was amazing. So yeah, I mean, that is the third episode over and done with. Next week is our grand finale, so be sure that you do not miss out. It is Saturday, 6 p.m, same place. And also be sure to enter for the last giveaway that we have going whilst you still have the chance.
So we'd like to say thanks for joining us tonight. We have a small studio audience in the theatre today, but they've been absolutely great. Thank you very much, guys.
Make some noise.
You've done a great job. And I'd like to send a special shout out to the staff here at the Mackay Entertainment Centre. You know, from Angus, who's been walking around with our camera tonight, through to Stephen, who's been our stage manager. We've got Mark on the desk at the back, and Alyssa doing all the cutting and splicing together and sending it out, and a whole heap of people behind stage to put this all together. And of course, we've got to thank our festival team of Amber Miles and Leah Edwards. They've been the producers and deliverers tonight, so thank you very much. This has been the Mackay Festival Sessions. We'll see you next week.